Fog Hill of Five Elements is a visual spectacle perfect for anime fans who love kung fu movies or over-the-top anime fights such as the major battles in Naruto. It's set in a fantasy version of ancient China where five humans earn the right to become avatars of each of the five elements. In this world, powerful demons exist but are locked behind a magic gate, preventing them from entering the human world. The story begins by depicting the future events of a demon breaking through the gate, kidnapping two of the main character's friends, and holding them in exchange for its son. While I initially thought the plot would be a series of incoherent events linked together for the sake of action, around the halfway point I realized the story is deeper than it appeared. Fog Hill of the Five Elements touches on themes such as human greed and cruelty towards animals, and possibly a moral message regarding the inhumane methods of creating some traditional Chinese medicine. The two main characters so far are Su Shaoan, the daughter of an apothecary, and Wenren Yixuan, a duck farmer and potter, who also happens to be the immensely powerful avatar of fire. For a 3-episode animation that's 75% action and also the introductory arc to a larger story, I thought the characterization was par for the course, which is good. There's a mystery regarding Yixuan's troubled past as well as Su Shaoan's realization that she's implicit in the production of such a controversial medicine. Additionally, there's also a few dramatic moments as the numerous background characters witness the backlash of a demon out for revenge. In regards to its animation, I was constantly shocked by how beautiful everything looked. Maybe it's because I'm not accustomed to this art style, but I enjoyed myself from beginning to end. Characters walk through forests where the background is parallaxed, creating depth, and the foreground was partially translucent, which cast the shadow of leaves against their faces as they walked. I loved how the scenery was digitally painted with a broader brush, apparently aiming for the look of old paintings rather than realism. They had these extra effects that look like wet ink strokes on paper, and at the end of the anime, they showed how it was made by actually dipping paint into water. The only real problem I have with this art was the extended use of deformed faces. I don't like it in most anime, and this did it even more. However, it is for young teens, so I guess it comes with the territory similar to anime like Demon Slayer. If you decide to check this out, you might be thrown off by its first fight. For some reason, they use a lot of CG, and the ground textures look like they were stretched way too far. Thankfully, these issues were relegated to its introduction, so maybe it was a tech demo or promotional material before the season completed production. As you can tell from the clips, the fights are insane. They're so fast-paced that if you blink, you'll miss a few punches. In addition to its blazing fast combat, much of the fights reminded me of old kung fu movies, especially the guy with the halberd. In terms of powers, they go all out, with massive explosions and energy beams that travel miles. I know bigger explosions don't make better fights, but if you surrender yourself to the experience, you'll feel like you're 15 again. Overall, I give Fog Hill of Five Elements Season 1 8 duck buttholes out of 10 for its exciting, well-animated fights and a story that was slightly deeper than I expected considering its context. I recommend it to everyone who's a fan of action anime or kung fu movies, and if you like it, its second season should air later this year. And yeah, for some reason they love to show ducks' buttholes in this anime. What's up with that? If you decide to check out Fog Hill, come back and tell me your thoughts. Like the video if you enjoyed it and share with a friend so more can experience this insane white-knuckle joyride. Thanks to Nia-chan for 3rd-tier Patreon support. I'll see you tomorrow with my review of Labyrinth of Flames.